Hi, my name is Elena. Welcome to my channel. I'm filming today in the beautiful Dead Sea. It's a nice hot day. The sun is super strong. That's why I'm wearing my sunglasses. Today we have a Pilates for beginners class. So if it's your first time doing Pilates or if you're just getting started, this will be perfect for you. So first of all, I want to say that Pilates is a practice of awareness, control, and precision. And for me, that is the difference between Pilates and other ways of movement. So in Pilates, we're really focusing on moving with awareness, control, and precision. Each exercise, we're going to start in a baseline, then we add on. Feel free to try any variation, but if it's throwing you out of your control, take a step back and choose the variation that is right for you. We're going to start laying down with some fundamentals, some breathing. So let's go. So come laying down on your back. You can keep your knees bent and place your feet down on the mat. Now place your hands on your belly. So your thumbs are resting on your belly button, the wrists are resting on your front pelvic bones, and the other 8 fingers are resting on your pubic bone. So you create a little diamond shape in between your thumbs and your index fingers. Releasing your shoulders, rest your elbows down if you can, and just take a few rolls with the pelvis. So with the inhalation, rolling the pelvis forward, making an arch in your lower back. So we're just gonna roll the pelvis forward and back a few times. So the pelvis is staying in touch with the mat. We're just rolling. So rolling the pelvis forward, making an arch in your lower back, and then rolling the pelvis back, flattening your lower back on the mat. So just see how those two movements feel like for you. And then bring your pelvis into center and find your neutral pelvic position. How do you know it's neutral? The diamond shape in between your fingers is going to be parallel to the mat. If you need, take a little look. And then also notice how much distance you have between the lower back and the mat. Now we're all going to have a different distance here, so just remember how that feels like for you. And we're going to keep the neutral pelvic position. We're going to start breathing into our hands. So with inhalation, your belly is expanding into your hands. And with exhalation, belly button going down towards the mat. So a few more times, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth, creating an active exhalation. So in Pilates, we want to focus on core engagement. We want to first engage the core and then move everything else, our arms, our legs, everything else. So creating the active exhalation will help us engage the core. If you want to feel the engagement of your core muscles, press your fingers a little bit in and exhale a bit harder, once or twice. Then you can feel the hardening under your fingers. Good. And then we're going to place our hands on our rib cage. So the wrists are going to rest on the side of the ribs, fingers are wrapping from the front. Start breathing into your hands. So with inhalation, your rib cage is expanding in your hands. And with exhalation, front ribs are coming down. Good, so a few more times. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Good, last one. And then we're reaching our arms up towards the ceiling. Palms of the hands are looking towards one another. And we're just going to take our arms over the head. So with exhalation, reach your arms overhead. Inhale, reach your arms back up. And exhale, arms overhead. So a few more times. Keep going, moving with your breath. And every time you take your arms overhead, don't allow the ribcage to pop. So keep the front ribs down. Keep the connection between the ribcage and the pelvis. Good. And then last one. And then inhale, arms reach up towards the ceiling. With the next active exhalation, reach your arms forward to the sides of your legs. Lift your chest. So chest lift, look in between your thighs. Lift both shoulder blades off the mat. Roll down, head down, arms up. Pause, exhale, arms overhead. So a few more times. Inhale, arms up, pause. Exhale, chest lift. Inhale, roll down, head down, arms up. Exhale, arms overhead. So keep going. We're always pausing with the arms up. So we're not using the momentum of the arms to come up. We're using our active exhalation. And every time you count your chest lift, make sure that your tailbone is not rolling in. So you're keeping your neutral pelvic position. And then every time you take your arms overhead, make sure that your front ribs are staying down. Good. Last one here. Good. And then we're reaching our arms back up towards the ceiling or the sky, taking the legs in a tabletop position. So 90 degrees in the knees, 90 degrees in the hip joints. So already here we have a lot more going on. We have to engage our core to maintain our legs like this. So starting only with the arms over the head. So inhale here, exhale, arms overhead. 2 more times, just that. Keeping the connection between your rib cage and the pelvis. Good. Last one here, just the arms. And then inhale, arms up. Exhale, chest lift. Look in between your thighs. Lift both shoulder blades off the mat. Roll down, head down, arms up. And exhale, arms overhead. So a few more times. Now notice if your knees came towards your chest. Keep the knees a bit further. And then notice if your feet dropped, keep your feet as lined as your knees. Good. Just one more time here. Good. And then place your head down, arms up, arrange your legs. So knees on top of your hips. And from here, we're just coming to our chest lift. So we're not extending the arms over the head anymore. So inhale here, exhale, chest lift. Good. Roll down, head down. We're adding a single leg extension. So every time you come up, lengthen one leg forward and then come back and bend the knee. So keep going, one leg at a time. Now you can start with sending your leg quite high. And then if you want, start lowering the leg. Now how low can you go depends on how well can you keep the connection between the rib cage and the pelvis. So if my lower back is lifting and I'm arching my back, that means I went too low. So single leg extension. Good. So we're keeping the belly button down. So exhale, chest lift, single leg extension, few more, one leg at a time. Good. Use your active exhalation. Let's do one more time each side. And then come down, hug your knees into your chest. And just rest for a moment. You can take a few circles with your ankles. And then we're planting our feet back on the mat. Feet are as wide as your sit bones or your hips. And plant your arms by your side, roll your shoulders back. Tuck your chin a bit in, lengthen the back side of your neck. We're gonna bridge the hips up, but we're starting with our pelvic tilt. So first, take your tailbone in and then roll the spine up one vertebra at a time. Then keeping the hips up, first soften your rib cage, your middle back, your lower back, tailbone releases last. So a few more times. First, tuck the tailbone in, roll up with control. And then keeping the hips up, soften your rib cage, your middle back, your lower back, tailbone releases last. Good. So keep going. How well can you control the movement between your vertebrae? And then, if you want, we're adding the arms. So every time we roll the spine up, we're taking our arms over our heads. And then every time you roll down, lower the arms by your side. So a few more times. Synchronizing the movement of the arms and the spine. Good. And then last one. And then we're gonna take our feet a bit more forward. Take your arms up towards the ceiling. With exhalation, we're starting with our chest lift. Now take a hold of the back of your thighs and then come all the way up. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Then take your belly button back. Tailbone curls under, roll down. You can take your arms forward and resist all the way down, rolling down one vertebra at a time. So a few more times. So if you need, take your hands behind your thighs, or you can also roll up using your active exhalation. So exhaling all the way up. And then rolling down, rounding the spine, one vertebra at a time. So resist all the way down. Good, let's do two more. Good, and then last one. Excellent, and then just release your arms, shake it out, and we're gonna flip onto our belly. Now take your feet a bit wider apart, point your toes, and then take your tailbone to your heels. We're gonna take the forearms in front of us and then rest your forehead on your hands. But keep rolling your shoulders back and keep taking your tailbone to your heels. So we're really pressing the pubic bone down. And then keeping the hands in touch with the forehead, we're gonna lift the chest and the arms. So inhale, we lift, and exhale, we lower. So a few more. It's not a very big movement. So here we're engaging our back muscles. And then last time, we're gonna stay with the chest lifted. And then reach your arms back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Maybe lift the arms up. Good. Keep breathing. Open your chest. Lengthen your neck. So keep looking to your mat. Good. One more breath. And then place your hands down and just rest it out in a child's pose. Take a few nice, slow, deep breaths here. You can release your head. And then come to your hands and knees and just take a few cats and cows. Inhale, open your chest, tailbone up. Exhale, round your spine, release your head. So that will be it for today. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you again on the mat around the world. Have a great day.